新的一年，祝你团团圆圆，今年团团圆圆，明年也要团团圆圆，团团圆圆，团圆的每一天。
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, first of all, a grand welcome to everyone watching our video. I, Xinjue from Class 3C, will be your MC for our ceremony today, which is Smk Convent Bukit Nana's first virtual Chinese New Year RIMUP program, otherwise known as our first virtual Chinese New Year celebration. This year, because of the coronavirus disease 2019 pandemic, we are unable to gather at school to celebrate our Chinese New Year. But thankfully, our principal has agreed to let us host a virtual event. Everything you see in the video later on are all recorded and edited by our students at home, so do not worry, we are not gathering to perform. Now, without further ado, let us begin our ceremony. First, before all, allow me to share with you a story about Nian. As legend goes, in remote antiquity, there was an evil spirit called Nian, who would come out looting and hurting people at the turn of each winter. To scare the evil spirits away, people would burn stalks of bamboo. When Nian heard the crackle and saw the flames burning the bamboo, it would be so frightened as to make itself scarce. So people actually scared Nian away with these kind of primitive firecrackers. When the winter is over, spring arrives with all its beauty.
Thank you, Xingyue. I believe everyone knows about the tradition on giving red packets, but do you know the origin of this tradition? Now, please allow me, your second MC, Erika Tanwayan from Class 3B, to share with you the legend about the origins of giving red packets. Continuing the origins of the Chinese New Year celebrations, here is another legend. This is the legend of giving red packets. Legend has it that on every lunar New Year's Eve, a little demon will appear to harm children. This demon is called Sui. Once his cursed hand touches the forehead of a sleeping child, its curse will be forever bound to the child, making the child sick. Even after recovery, the child will become a fool for the rest of eternity. Therefore, in order to prevent Sui's curse, parents did not dare to sleep, staying up all night to protect their child. They called this event Shou Sui. During that time, there lived an elderly couple with a precious son. On the night of New Year's Eve, they were afraid that Sui would come to curse their son, so they gave 8 pieces of copper coins to him. The child was very happy, and before going to bed, he placed that 8 pieces of copper coins beside his pillow. That night, his parents stayed up to protect their son. Suddenly, the door swung open. The windows blew open. Sui has finally arrived. The parents rushed to protect their child, but as they entered the room, they were stunned by what they saw. Sui reached out to touch the child's forehead, but at that exact moment, a bright glow shot out from the 8 pieces of copper coins beside the child's pillow. Sui was so frightened that he ran away. The elderly couples told the villagers what happened last night. All of the villagers were shocked. As the message spread, everyone gave their child 8 copper coins every New Year's Eve. They called these coins as Ya Sui Qian. From that day onwards, Sui never returned. With passage of time, this story has faded into legend, but the tradition was carried on until today.
Thank you, Erika. Next, we have Joelle from the choir group to present us a piece on the piano as well as sing us a song titled 少年, otherwise in English known as Teenager.
More than 2,000 years ago, the ancient Greek philosopher Heraclitus said that one cannot step into the same river twice. This sentence means that life is constantly evolving and developing. When you step into the river for the second time, it is no longer the same river that you once stepped into, for the water has flowed and times have changed. Now the water at your feet is no longer what it was, and what once was has already flowed away. This song reminded me of rivers and the words of the philosopher. I would like to dedicate this song with the theme of river to everyone. Due to the COVID-19 global pandemic, we have had very few opportunities to attend school since last year. I hope that we will all cherish our time in school together, as well as our teachers and friends. In this coming year ahead, let's all work hard together. I hope that in this coming year, everyone will be able to be like the youth in the song. No matter what difficulties or challenges we may face, let's all be fighters and never give up. Study hard, get the results you want through hard work and perseverance while living life to the fullest. Let's do this!
健康，龙马精神，青春美丽。I hope that all of you can stay healthy and stay gorgeous throughout this entire year, no matter what happens.
Thank you, Joelle. We may or may not have forgotten some of the Chinese New Year traditions. Next, I present you a performance by Huishan and Jesslyn.
Coming! Wow, dinner time no see! Aiyo, why you wear black? Very nice, Chinese New Year have to wear red. Aiya, you go back and change again lah. Huh? Okay lah, what lah this auntie, so traditional. Hiya. Coming! Wow, girl, red color, beautiful, red. Good I still got present for you. Wow, very thoughtful of you lah. Auntie also will not forget lah. Thank you, auntie. Coffee
One peaceful morning.
Wow, this porridge look good, ah? Not bad. I try some first. Wow, best!
Duh, I'm home.
Me, I'm in the kitchen.
Alright. What smell is that?
Aiya, I cook porridge there.
Again? What cook?
I cook porridge. Me, you want to eat or not?
You cannot do that in Sunday lao.
Later.
Tell me what is this?
Porridge, porridge.
Check. What is inside the bag here? Check.
Biscuit, no?
Also pandai. Again, what is this?
Porridge.
Check. What is this again?
Biscuit, I said.
Who make the biscuits?
You are.
Oh yeah, that's why you should eat biscuit instead of porridge, girl.
Why? I want to eat porridge.
Girl, listen here. You should know the Chinese almond by now. Stop it! Listen to me. Put your ear and listen to me. Porridge should not be eaten because it is considered... Stop it! I told you, stop it and put your ear to me, please. Listen, right? Porridge should not be eaten because it is considered that only poor people have porridge for breakfast. And people don't want to start the year poor as it is one of the bad omen. Understand?
Understand.
Pandai now, eat this. Take out. Say, I love biscuit. Kiss the biscuit. Say, I love you. I'm coming to eat you.
Can I eat this and eat porridge?
No! I told you already. Okay, do you want to start your ear poor? No, good girl.
他都说的话有没有兑现？
Happy Chinese New Year to those who are celebrating. We wish all of you a healthy, safe, and prosperous New Year of Ox. Thank you!
新年快乐，万事如意！我们在此祝福大家过个平安、健康且欢乐的牛年。谢谢。
Thank you, Jesslyn, and thank you, Huishan. It's Chinese New Year, so we must have some New Year songs. Now please welcome Yo Ying, the president of the Chinese Cultural Club, to perform a Chinese New Year song on the piano.
Thank you to our school principal, Pa Roseman, for giving the opportunity for the students to perform. Thank you everyone for your dedication. I wish you everyone a year of good health, great results in your exams, and a happy Chinese New Year to all.
Thank you, Ying. On the 26th of February, it will be the Yuan Shao Festival. Perhaps most of you still don't know the story of the Yuan Shao Festival. So, allow me to present this story to you. Now, this is the story of the Yuan Shao Festival. The Chinese New Year celebration always lasted for 15 days. And on the 15th day, we will celebrate a festival called the Yuan Shao Festival. And this is the story of its origin. During the reign of Emperor Wu Di on the Han Dynasty, there was a pretty, clever and kind-hearted palace maid named Yuan Xiao. But because she's kept in the palace all year long, she became terribly homesick and sad. She somehow won the sympathy of a minister named Dong Fangshuo. Dong Fangshuo made up a story, and because of that, Yuan Xiao was given the chance to return home. Dong Fangshuo lied to Han Wudi that the gods of fire has been ordered by the supreme deity of heaven to burn down Chang'an city on the 16th day of the Lunar New Year. The only way to prevent that was to light the night sky with fireworks and red lanterns on the 15th day of the Lunar New Year. As for the emperor, the consorts, the palace maid, and all of the subjects must all be present to watch the lanterns and fireworks. He also said that the gods of fire love to eat stuffed dumplings made by the palace maid, Yuan Xiao. If she is willing to present her dumplings to the gods of fire, the gods will retreat. Han Wuti felt deeply relieved, but how could he ever let his guards down just yet? He ordered the subjects to follow Dongfang Shuo's word. Of course, the city of Chang'an is safe and sound. The next 15th night of the Lunar New Year, Han Wuti ordered the same events to be held until today. Stuffed dumplings are also called Yuan Xiao. The main events of Yuan Xiao Festival is to put up and enjoy the light show. Yuan Xiao Festival marks the first ever full moon of the lunar calendar. Full moon represents the reunion of all families and peace for the rest of the year. Yuan Xiao also marks the end of one year and the true beginning of another.
Thank you, singer, for that story. Moving on to our final performance of the day, which is a dance from our gymnast. Please welcome Mavia, Caitlin, and Rolly.
在月光的照耀，那才想起他的好。初夏之秋难消，你是否能知道？窗前的明月照，你独自一人远走。白月光是年少时他的笑。春风吹时，迎接到新年，爆竹声声起，好运又一年。走过一片世界杯，只为遇见对的爱。愿花聚又散，新年共团圆。
Thank you, Mavia, Caitlin, and Rolin. Now our celebration has reached its end. Massive thank you to the Chinese Cultural Club, the LEDS Club, the choir team, and the drama team for cooperating so that we can create such a special event. A thank you to our principal, Bon Rosamond A. Lawrence, for giving us this opportunity to host this event. Before we end, we have one more thing to show you. Let us revisit the Chinese New Year celebrations we had in 2018, 2019, and 2020. I wish you all a happy Chinese New Year and stay safe and healthy. Hopefully, our beloved country will be able to overcome the problems COVID-19 have brought us. Thank you for joining us today, and goodbye.
踏上成长的旅程，就到这个路口，你就不要送我，你快回去。相逢又告别，一句再见，过去的一切不会重现。失落的时候，请像我一样相信你自己。世界这么大，爱世界，你也能像次疯狂的小天真。一起做个梦，有一天我们会重逢故里。世界这么大，爱世界，你也一起走过许多个四季。天南地北，别忘记我们之间的情谊。上成长的旅程，就到这个路口。